Hi, welcome back. We're here with Lindsay Genshaft, and I said it wrong earlier, and I'm so sorry.
No big deal.
But Lindsay Genshaft, almost did it again, from the Denver Art Museum. And tell us what you do at the Denver Art Museum. I'll let you tell us.
Sure. So I'm the manager of family and community programs, and it's really, in a nutshell, my job to just welcome everybody to the museum and make sure that it's not intimidating, it's not boring, that there's lots of stuff for them to do, there's lots of ways to engage with the artwork. So it's a very fun job.
I am just going to jump right into all the Star Wars stuff on the table.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. So can you tell us a little bit about why you brought all that?
Absolutely. So we're opening an exhibition on Sunday called Star Wars, The Power of Costume. And we have so many fun things. We have things represented or objects represented from all of the movies. So we have costumes like Princess Leia's very iconic dress there, and then we have Wicket the Ewok, and we have stuff from the prequel movies, and then we even have Rey and Finn's costumes from the most recent movie. So there's so much, and there's droids, and there's people from the Empire, there's Han, there's Chewie, so everyone's there, and it's really fun.
And it's not open yet, right?
Right, it opens on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
so November 13th.
How long does it go until?
It goes till April 2nd.
So I have a lot of time to go multiple times.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, great.
Multiple times, just in case you missed something the first time around.
Yeah, multiple times.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, it sounds like there are things for people of all ages.
Definitely.
Not just in the Star Wars exhibit, but in general. What kinds of things would you say are good for families? And
so from what we've learned and experienced, people love to not only see art, but make art. And so we offer a lot of art making opportunities in the galleries. That's what I brought this. This is one of our create and takes. It's called Screen Stories. And the fun thing is that it's based on this object right here, which is a mini screen. And you get to engage in a conversation about the screen, which has a whole story on it. It's kind of this love story. And on the back, there's a poem. And then you get to really think about the object and discuss it with a program facilitator. And then you get to make your own screen. So that's just an example of something you can do in the gallery.
That's really cool.
And it's pretty unusual because a lot of times museums won't let you do stuff like art making in the galleries, but we have an amazing conservation team that really supports us. And so we think it's really important to be able to be inspired by the object that you're discussing right there. So you get to do it right in the gallery. And then this is another one of our create and takes called Tupu pins. That's based on this object. So if you can see it, there's a glare.
Those are so cool.
Yeah. So it's really fun, and what we find is that these create and takes actually engage people, because there's all these different entry points, basically, because you could make this if you're 5, but you could also make it if you're 95. You know what I mean? So we try to make it very accessible for everyone. We also have a studio, which is on the first floor of our Hamilton building, which is the modern-looking building, because there's 2 buildings, you know? And so the studio is, it changes theme about twice a year, and so right now we're going to open the costume studio, which is obviously inspired by Star Wars, and so you're really going to get to design. There's all these mannequins in the costume studio, and you get to design your own looks, and then you get to do these character-based costume activities. So it's very interactive. It's always based in our collection, and we're hoping that it'll really draw families out for winter break, especially because we have a whole winter break program that happens. But we have create and takes every weekend. We have studio will open on November 13th and then be open every day the museum's open, which is every day except Monday. And then we also have activities on basically every floor in every gallery for families. So we're a very family-friendly museum, and that's kind of what our reputation is. So, and we just believe that art should be for everybody.
I so agree.
I think it's cool that it's so interactive, because when I think of an art museum, I think I'm just going to go walk around and like look at
paintings.
art.
We're trying to break through that stereotype, and that's really my job.
Great.
So it's pretty fun, and you're allowed to talk in a museum. You're allowed to have questions about the art and have your own opinions, and we like to encourage that.
Great.
That is so cool. Really cool. You took my question. Is what I was going to ask, is anything interactive with the Star Wars?
Yes.
So there's the costume making, but what else is going on with Star Wars?
So I got to write the kids audio guide, And so it's really fun because it's voiced by 2 local actors here who a lot of people go to see at Buntport Theater Company, and so, which is really fun. And so basically, we created these 2 hosts in the world of Star Wars. One is like a fashion guru, and one is really into gadgets, and they always bicker and stuff. And so what that allows us to do is take that kind of argument through different objects. And so the fashion guru is always fighting for like the costumes are better, and then the girl is always fighting for the gadget. She's like, no, but the lightsaber, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And so basically through that, we're hoping to really engage the listener to look closer at the objects and learn things that maybe they wouldn't otherwise. And then they also, at the end, get to vote for what they think is more important, which is gadgets or get-ups. So,
Gadgets or get-ups?
Yeah, I'd have to vote
get-ups.
gadgets. What would you?
Gadgets.
Yeah, the gadgets.
Probably.
I don't know. Wait till you see these
But-
costumes.
Yeah.
I was just, that's what I was
mean,
just going to say, is I don't know.
They're
That's
pretty
true,
incredible.
because I don't really think much about, like, I mean, the costumes are really important, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, ooh, lightsabers.
Yeah, and the lightsabers are incredible. And
Yeah.
the display of them is unbelievable. But yeah.
So, how close can you get to the I imagine you can't try them on, but like, can you get pretty close to them, like see the detail?
The display is pretty incredible. There's a lot of, you can, you know, walk around a lot of them 360 and really see like all angles of them. Some of them are in display cases, but a lot of it is you feel like you're right in it, you know, especially the lightsaber section, because it's like this battle and you're like, wow, I am in the middle of this.
How many lightsabers
awesome.
do you have?
We have, oh my gosh, I don't know the exact number, but we have a lot represented. So we have Luke's, we have Obi-Wan's, we have some of the evil guys that I don't know their names.
I like that you don't know the number because there's too many.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
true.
sounds promising
tells
to
us,
me.
that
It's
tells
really,
us that there's
it's
enough.
cool. And there's,
Yeah.
I won't give it away, but there's actually an interactive part with the lightsabers.
Okay. I have to go soon.
Yeah.
You've convinced me too.
I mean, you told me it's Star Wars, but that's just a little extra.
Oh
Yeah. It's really fun.
Yeah, who does not want to play with a lightsaber
I
or
know.
Yeah.
interact with a
Yeah.
lightsaber? Wow. So you told us about winter break. Are there any specific activities that you're looking forward to for winter break?
Yes, actually, that's a perfect question. So we do a lot of museum theater at our museum because we
With
find that,
lightsabers?
no, with lightsabers, but we do it. We find that it helps have another entry point for people into the art. So I always liken it to like, okay, if you go to a concert and you know the songs, don't you think it's more fun?
Oh, it's so much more fun.
It's
you
so
know.
much more fun when you know the songs.
So-
'Cause you can sing along, you can dance, you can.
Yeah.
And you get excited when you hear
Yeah.
your favorite song.
Right.
So it's kind of like that with art. Like if you know some of the stories and the artist's process and stuff like that behind the art, then you're going to get more excited to see it in the gallery. So we wrote a play called Art Emergency, which we premiered last year, and it was so popular that we wrote Art Emergency 2. And really it's about these 2 museum staff members who can't agree on what artwork to put in the final display of an exhibition. And so basically the audience becomes the board of directors, and they have to help us decide. And through that you learn like all these really cool stories about how we either acquired the art or how the artist made it or some cool story behind it. And so we're going to be premiering that starting December 22nd every day at 11 a.m. So if you're going to see Star Wars, say you don't have tickets until like 1, you could come see the play
Could you
first.
show
Yeah.
us what
So this is the postcard that we're sending out to many family members soon. And so, so yeah, it's just another, you know, we try to have a variety of activities available. So we have art making, we have theater, we obviously have exhibitions. And so just whatever is kind of exciting to you, we hope that we can support that. So yeah, and winter break is from December 20th to January 8th. And what that means is that our Create and Takes and our backpack cart, which is another activity that we have. It's down here.
Tell us.
So backpacks are basically, this is Living Like a Chinese Scholar.
Okay.
And again, there are these interactive tools to that take you to a particular exhibition or floor and really help you engage with the art through games, activities, and art making. That's enough. We put like enough for however big your family is, so you can take that part home. So our family activity cart, which is where you get a backpack, our Create and Takes are open every day during winter break, which is usually they're just on the weekends. And then we have the play running every day at 11, plus we have the costume studio, plus there's Star Wars, plus there's all of the installed activities in the galleries. So
Wow.
there's
that's
a lot to do at the Denver Art
Really?
Museum.
Yeah. No, it really sounds like a great place to take kids. I just remember when
Yeah.
I was younger. Now I'm not from Denver, so.
Yeah.
But I just remember when I was younger, my parents would, give me a choice, like, oh, do you want to go to the Natural History Museum? Do you want to go to the Art Museum? I always wanted to go to the Science Museum because
course.
that was the one that was so interactive.
Yeah.
And I remember the Art Museum not being
that way.
interactive.
Yeah.
You just got to look at things, which is cool. But as a kid, you want to get into it, right?
And that's what we try to provide. So, and it is also a great place for teachers to bring their students. We actually have all kids 18 and under are free. And we also have a whole scholarship bus situation where you can get free transportation. And if you go to the website, you can learn all about that stuff.
So pretty much could be a free field trip.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's great.
And there's a lot of resources we have to support teachers. We have a creativity resource website which has hundreds and hundreds of lesson plans and ideas to kind of engage with the art and learn math or learn about history or learn about science. So
Oh, I love this. I'm going to pull this up because I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking
a
like,
great
well,
book.
how can we connect math? I always wondered that because I'm like, okay, well, I want to take my kids on a field trip,
Right.
but how do I really, like, how could I do that? So there's this Star Wars math workbook that, has all these.
I want to
let's see,
try
oh,
it.
Now you can learn more about Tatooine.
It's got all of this math stuff here. So you said that there are resources online
Yes.
with connecting math and art.
Yeah, we really connecting all of those subjects. And so if you go through and you can pick it by object, by country, by region, and whatever, hopefully it supports whatever you're teaching in class that you can find something, because there really are hundreds of ideas and lesson plans, and it's for grades like early childhood all the way up to 12th grade.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So we could even
Yeah.
find
We
some
need to look
resources.
into that.
Yeah.
We need to figure that out. I would really like to go to the art museum one day. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It'd be fun to have you. Yeah, and so you can buy that in the shop that is
Okay.
exit through the gift shop of
Oh.
Star Wars.
And it aligns with National Common Core,
Oh, that's important.
which is
That's important. And then this is other stuff that you can buy in the shop. So this fun Stormtrooper lunchbox.
I was saying earlier I have almost the exact same lunchbox.
Awesome.
really.
Yeah.
And then there's this kind of creepy backpack, but it's cool.
Oh, gosh.
I guess is that Darth Vader?
It's Darth. Oh, no, that's a stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
With, like, the galaxy
but like,
on it.
galaxy
Yeah,
behind him.
that's really
So,
Creepy.
yeah.
Oh, good. But that's awesome. So you talked about online resources. Anything else that the art museum offers that maybe the public wouldn't know?
Wouldn't normally know about. Well, we definitely have. I can speak more for family and community because that's my division, and so we also offer. We have a very rich early childhood program, and so we do something called Create Playdate. It's the second Wednesday of every month, and it's basically for ages, I'd say 2 to 5 it hits, and it's really a way to get young people into a museum at an early age, but making them feel comfortable. So we have a whole art making that's attached to a work of art, and we take the kids up to the galleries and do all of these gallery games with them in a story, and then hopefully that impacts them enough to fall in love with the museum and understand that museums can be interactive, and it can be like a science museum experience. And so we have that, and then we also have another museum theater program called Foxy and Schmoxy Art Detectives, and those are foxes who we used to have this installation called Fox Games, and it was these foxes jumping all over a red cafe. It was very popular with families, and we deinstalled it just because to make room for other art. But 2 of the foxes came to life, and they are decided that because their installation is gone, they're going to be art detectives, and so they have to go around and solve art mysteries. And basically, we have a pretty good following of people that come every month to see how the mystery is unfolding. So it's again another way to engage people with a mystery, just to make people realize that there is so much you can do with art, and hopefully they'll have opinions about it then and be able to talk about it and stuff like that. So that's our early childhood realm, and then in adult programs, we have you all ever been to Untitled?
No.
Oh my
What
gosh,
is
you have
that?
to come. So it's the final Friday of every month.
Okay.
And except for November and December. So it's coming back
Holidays,
in January.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
so
it the
it's
same
coming...
time when they do like the art walk in Santa Fe?
No,
Or is that
that's the first Friday.
First Friday, okay.
So this is the last Friday of every month,
Okay.
and it's like programming for adults. It's so fun. So we basically invite the community and a lot of community members to interpret the collection, and it's themed every month, and we'll go along with that theme, and you can take it really far. And so I don't know. One fun thing that we've done is we invited some hairdressers to come in and be inspired by works of art and do free haircuts. Like it's stuff like that.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
cool.
fun, and there's always art making for adults.
really
and,
cool.
You have to be quite the risk taker to come in
I
and
know,
volunteer
right?
your hair.
You do.
Bring in
You
your
really
favorite
Yeah.
favorite painting or something.
Yeah, true. We most recently, my favorite thing is we have drag queens giving museum tours.
Oh, that's
They're
so
great.
great.
Fantastic.
That is
Yeah.
so great.
It's awesome. And so it's really just letting the community come on in and help us interpret the collection, in
Yeah.
a way that's really fun. And there's like wine and cheese, So it's like it's a fun adult night, but actually a lot of kids come too. So you can bring the whole family.
And you said that's called Untitled?
Untitled. Yep.
Okay.
Final
Yeah,
Friday
that sounds fun.
of every month, except for
Yeah.
November and December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. I'll have to wait till.
You'll have to wait till January.
Yeah,
Have
we'll
to
just
wait,
have
but
to spend a lot of time at the Star Wars exhibit until then.
Anticipation.
There you
That's
go.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh my gosh. Well, that is really cool to learn all of the things that you have to offer. Your job sounds like it's so much fun.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. You guys look like you're having fun too.
Oh yeah, totally. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Lindsay Genshaft.
Yes.
Got
That's
it.
Third time's a charm.
From Third Time's Charm. From the Denver Art Museum. You guys check out the Denver Art Museum. If you see her there, say hello.
Please do.